Very good morning to all. I'm audible. Sanket Russell. Yes, Sanket Russell, I'm audible. Tanaz Khan. Tanaz Khan. Meghna Jakati.
Yes, sir.
It's audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In today's class, I want to take a remaining points from this third unit, that is customer defined service standards. Discussed already on the points like what's that meaning of uh, service quality. Then, what are the types of customer defined service standards? It includes hard measures and soft measures. What are the factors necessary for appropriate service standards? Then, what are the steps? Those are coming under the uh, service defined or while having to set any customer defined standards. And what are the challenges of matching supply and demand in capacity? You know already what is the capacity of that company. Okay. So, what that demand is, what is supply is, and how to manage the demand, that is also already. Then I discuss it. And what are the patterns? Those are coming under the demand. It includes first one is sketching demand patterns. Second one is foreseeable cycles. Third one is random demand variations. Fourth, demand patterns by market segment. Then what are the factors influencing demand, and what are the most common four types of constraints while we are going to face such a kind of problems in the services, like time constraint, labor constraint, equipment constraint, and facility constraint. These all are. So next one is what is that optimum versus maximum use of capacity is? What is that capacity planning? Exactly. What is exactly the meaning to the capacity is? Then next point, I discussed that types of capacity planning. It includes lead strategy and lag strategy, and last one is match strategy. Then what are the steps for capacity planning? Discussed already in yesterday class. Then what are the strategies for matching capacity and demand? Discussed. And I took already one banking example, and how we should maintain or manage waiting lines or queue management in any organization, especially in service sector. That is coming under that. Then what is the introductions to that? Then waiting. What is the waiting line problems? Then what are the waiting line strategies? Then what is it exactly? Yield or revenue management, already. Yesterday I discussed. Then what are the conditions for yield management? Okay, I discussed already. And in yesterday class, I discussed on what is the steps, what are the steps that are coming under the yield management, what is the meaning of that yield, okay, everything I discussed, and what is that market segmentation and how its impact on the yield management also. Then what is the price management, forecasting demand and inventory allocation also. So in today's class, I want to discuss about the what is the importance of yield management. By maintaining or managing the yield in your company, okay, uh, what it gives us exactly, okay, from that, what we are going to uh, enhance in a company, okay, by improving or maintaining such a kind of yield management to the company. First one, we can improve the forecasting. If there is any amount, if there is any products, take an example. Okay, if there is a good revenue, take an example. Okay, then we can think about the future. There is no any yield, take an example. Then how you are going to think about the future? It becomes very difficult. So, uh, so by analyzing, okay, about the future, okay, you have to start what you need to change now only, what you try to improve. What are the technologies you need to implement to get more yield? That is what improved forecasting. What are the qualities that are necessary? What are the more expectations by the end users? What you can improve in the quality? What you can improve in your features? Everything those are coming in improved forecasting. Then improved seasonal pricing on the basis of the season wise. Okay, you need to fix up that prices to your products, so it will again motivate you to get more yield. Suppose there is no any season at all, means within that price you need to sell those particular products. If there is a more season is there, so as per the competitor's price, as per your what you want to get that particular profit with respect to your quality of your product. Okay, you need to uh, improve your seasonal pricing. By this yield management, no doubt you can identify the new market segments, where is your product is going to be selling, at what price you are going to selling that, where you want to sell again, who are your target customers, where is your target customers, okay, what are the features they are expecting, okay, who is exact competitor for you. You will identify very easily by this yield management. Enhanced coordination between the front office and sales divisions. See, if there is a good yield, no doubt that enhances your coordination between the office persons, and again, what are the sales division or sales executives are there. You can maintain very easily that relationship by discussing with what kind of profit you are getting, what kind of particular product you have, what are the orders you have day by day. So on the basis of that, front office people, they're going to call you to again uh, tell you about where you want to sell your particular product, where you need to sell, what are the orders are there. Okay, they will collect everything, all the information as a front office. Then they will send you the same information to the sales executives. Determination of discounting activity. If there is no any season, take an example. Okay, you can start to give any discounts on your product. So you can improve that activity by for the purpose to attract your customers. So improved development of short-term and long-term business plans by analyzing this. Okay, with respect to your product, what are the short-term business plans you need to implement? What are the long-term business plans you need to implement? Now we need to start work on that, and you can develop that your particular businesses. Then establishment of value-based rate structure. Okay, with respect to the value of your product, what are the rates you are going to put to your organization products? How you are going to implement the such kind of structures for your product? Okay, depend on the quality, depend on the quantity, depend on the demand, depend on the supply. Again, by taking previous points, okay, you can establish the major value of your particular product rates. Savings in labor costs and other operating expenses. By proper yield management, you can save in labor costs, means you should analyze very easily, and what are the other expenses are there, operating expenses. Okay, what are the expenses are there for the purpose to run your business, including any labors, employees, maybe any software related particular expenses. Okay, for the purpose of manufacturing, for the purpose to transportation, for the purpose to or overall to reach up to reach to that particular product to the end users. What are the expenses are there? Okay, by proper yield management, you can forecast again that you need to work on that, and you need to collect that information and implement for your organization. Planned responses to guest inquiries or requests regarding reservations. Whatever the responses or orders are there, okay, you have to maintain that reservations for the requests of your customers. So that's what guest inquiries are also there. So on the basis to attract again your particular customers, okay, you need to again give some ads, okay, do some promotional activities, and they will inquire about that particular product, okay. So on the basis of that, you need to maintain that reservation. So on the basis of these all particular points, by this yield management, you will get all these particular benefits, from point of improved forecasting to planned responses to guest inquiries or requests regarding reservations. These are the major importance of yield management. Then coming to next point, that is very very important, as all of you are aware about that, and I already mentioned to the class, that is what are the major key factors leading to provider gap 2. Why there is a gap 2 is there? If there is a uh, gap 2, take an example, then in between, what are those 2 points and why there is a more gaps? What are the factors those are influencing to uh, uh, maintain, for the purpose to again maintain, what are the factors are there, how to reduce that, everything need to study here. Then on the basis of these 2 points, okay, your gap 2 is dependent. That is, first one is that is customer driven service designs and standards, okay. Then second one is management perception of customer expectations. See, customer driven service designs and standards, what is it exactly? On the basis of the customer's feedback survey, what are the designs you need to implement for your organization, for your product, and what are the standardity, what are the qualities, okay, what is the particular quantity you are going to implement for your organization, for the purpose to maintain that customer loyalty your product. So that's the first point, okay, how you are going to design and how you are going to maintain the standardity as per the need of the customer. Then second, how management, okay, they are going to pursue about the customer expectations. If they took that as a positive point, no doubt they try to improve themselves, means there is no any gap too. If there is a particular any by taking suppose customer expectations, like if their feedback is like sir, you have to improve your design as compared to your competitor, your standard it is not up to the mark, your qualities are not up to the mark, means if management people they start to pursue like, yes, this is a major point I need to improve, then they can reduce their gap too. If they took that as an chalta hai attitude like that, then it becomes very difficult to manage their customers and manage that such a kind of particular service design and standards to their customers. So this is very important. So for the purpose to reduce this particular gap too, okay, what are those particular points? Before going to start this, what are the factors those are leading gap 2 is? That is, first one is poor service design. There is no any proper service design by the organizations to the end users. There is no any systematic way of any service development process. Vague and undefined service designs are there. Absence of customer driven standards, there is no any standardities with respect to the customers, okay. Lack of customer driven service standards, absence of process management to focus on customer requirements, they are not going to focus on the customer requirements. Absence of formal process for setting service quality goals, yes, there is no any proper quality goals also, they are not going to implement, and they are not going to implement for the organization. Inappropriate physical evidence and service scape. These all are the major factors leads to the gap to of your service. Uh, then what are the strategies for the purpose to manage that gap to? See, that's very important. As an service marketing manager, okay, as an organization higher authority, they need to identify and define the customer defined standards. What are the expectations are there by the end users, okay, as per their particular standard it is, as per according to their need, as per according to their particular orders, as per according to their qualities, as per according to what kind of particular features they are expecting from the organization. So depend on those all points as an service providers, okay, they need to identify customer defined standards. Then service leadership is the second. Service leadership is also very important as a leader before going to give any services to the end users. Okay, they have to think about the all the end users. They need to work like as a servant with the all the service employees, and they need to behave like as a service servant to the end users. Then only there is a meaning to the service leadership. Okay, see, if your organization is there and there is no any customer, so in that time as a service leader, okay, uh, you need to follow ethics, leaderships, professional leadership, okay, some strategies, everything. Then only you can achieve and then you can attract the particular customers for your organization. So for the purpose to maintain that standardity and for the purpose to design some standards to your organization, you need to maintain that all the designs, all the structures properly. You need to give such kind of authorities to all the workers equally. So that's what as a service leader plays a very important, and they need to work with all the employees, and service leader is not a leader, he has to or she has to work like as a service servant to the customers. And third one, service design and delivery. After designing service design, okay, when you are going to giving such a kind of delivery to the particular customers. See, suppose take an example. Maybe some people they are going to buy any product with respect to time, date, and on that particular day only. There because of some muhurtas are there, some timings are there, they are going to give respect. So by analyzing their particular expectations as a service provider, so they need to analyze exactly what are the expectations of the end users, and on the basis of that, you need to deliver that particular product to the end users. Then next one is commitment top management. Whatever that some targets are given by the top level management, what are the commitments are there? Okay, so as a service provider, okay, they need to commit to the top management. Okay, so on the basis of this, okay, you need to set again service quality goals. What are the service quality goals are there? Then what are the task standardization? If there is any work is given by you people, what is the standardity? What is that quality? What is the belief? What is the value to that product? What are the value addition to that particular product? What are the features we are giving? Okay, what kind of packaging? Okay, what kind of supply within the time delivery? It includes all. Okay, that tells about the task standardization, strategic measurement systems, how you are going to measure those particular systems, on what particular factors, what parameters you are going to use, what are the strategies you are going to implement for the purpose to reach that particular service quality goals. Okay, and whatever, if you are in loss, take an example in this month or this day, take an example, how you are going to recover that service. Okay, so depend on these all points. Okay, by implementing these as an strategies, okay, you can improve your or reduce your gap two of your service. Then next point is service leadership, what I mentioned before. It's very important for your exam point of view. No doubt they will ask like this, explain gap two or model of service quality, and explain how you are going to reduce to gap two model, or otherwise they can ask like this, explain that gap 2 with respect to the same diagram, and what are the strategies for managing gap 2. These are the 8 points you need to write in your exam. Then, what is it exactly service leadership is? I already mentioned leaders are the persons one who lead the organization, one who lead the entire organization, one who lead all the employees, one who lead the entire that organization population. Those such kind of persons are coming under the service leadership. Service leaders are the maybe the founders of that organization, maybe CEOs, maybe the secretary of the organization, okay, MD of that organization, take an example, maybe any respected HR managers are the leaders of that service sector. So sometimes service marketing managers, okay, service marketing managers are also a one of the leaders for the purpose to build up good rapport between them and their employees and the customers. So depend on these all points, okay, as an service leadership, okay, is very important to each and every organization. And no doubt here what we define service leadership as a vital step in service learning. Learning is it is a permanent change in the person's behavior. As a service provider, as a service marketing manager, okay, they are the continuous learners because we don't know as how what kind of particular customers we have, how they are going to behave, what are the expectations are there from them, then what they are going to expect when they want to delivery, okay. So we all are continuous learners, especially in service learning. Okay, it is a continuous learning. Once a person fully understands the concept of learning by helping others, he or she begins to grow personally as a leader. No doubt, we have to learn about others, what they feel, okay, how they are thinking, what their perception, how I should give respect to them, how we should analyze their practical problems, okay. So what are the employees problems, what they are facing, how they are manufacturing, how they are doing sales, okay. Then by analyzing these all points, again you need to give respect to your end users also, what are expectations, what kind of particular quality they are expecting from the company, okay. For the purpose to maintain good relationship, you need to maintain that system, okay. So by analyzing these all for the purpose to grow personally as a leader, they need to work day by day. They need to learn by observing all the existing employees as well as their particular customers. The service leadership concept is based on the philosophy of servant leadership. No doubt what I mentioned before. They have to work like as a servant to the organization. Okay. The term, this particular, whatever I mentioned, the service leadership concept is based on the philosophy of servant leadership, a term coined by Robert K. Greenleaf to define a leader who is servant first. Then only they are becomes to the leaders. Okay, it begins with the natural feeling that one wants to serve first. Greenleaf wrote. Okay, then conscious choice brings one to aspire to lead. Okay, then only they have right time or future to lead the organization or any employees. The next point, what are the rules as a service leader they need to follow in their particular life? That there are majorly 7 rules are there. That first one is declare service a top priority. No doubt, whatever works are there, what are the particular services you are giving to the organization, to the society, to the nation, okay, that is the first priority. Means ethically you have to give respect to all, you have to give respect to the time, you have to finish that given work in that time, okay. That time sense is required here. That particular whatever task is given by the higher authority, you need to finish that within that time. That's what service as a major priority or top priority. As a service marketing manager, they need to follow that. Second one, be a great model. Be a great role model. Means role model in the sense by doing your work and again don't go back to home like that. No, while you're going to do any work, you should be a role model to others. They have to observe you like a very innocent guy, and they need to analyze your personality. Like personalities are not in the form of height, weight, no, but the thing is how you are going to communicate with them, how you are going to finish your given work in the within that time, what are the qualities of work you have, okay, how you are implemented, how you are going to interact with others, how you are going to give respect to others, okay, how you are going to take such a kind of particular respect by the others, okay. These all are the qualities, those are important, and then only you will become like as a great role model to others, like that is walk the talk. Then third one, promote a common service language, especially in the service, okay, what kind of particular languages they are going to communicate, okay, use that proper language in your service. So on the basis of that, okay, it will not have any, you are not going to do any such a kind of mistakes, okay. Use proper communication, select proper language, okay. Select in the sense, so what kind of particular languages they are going to uh, implemented already. So in that particular language only, okay, you need to uh, promote common services without taking any risks at particular service working situation. Measure what really matters. What are the major problems are there? As a service marketing manager, how you are going to give such a kind of services solutions? How you are going to measure that? How you are going to collect the data? What are the defects are there? Okay, for the purpose to analyze your own SWOT analysis, okay, you need to measure yourself. That's really matters, okay. Once you know about yourself first, then it becomes very easy for to analyze everything about the organization, other employees, competitors, and your customers. And fifth one, enable and empower your team. Your teams are group of maybe members, colleagues, okay, in any workers group. Take an example. You maybe you are the leader for that. So how you are going to enable that? How you are going to give them authority? How you are going to take such a kind of work from them? Okay, those all are the points coming under the here in this service marketing only as a service leader. Okay, they need to give such a kind of authority to others, to all teams, and need to communicate with them properly, need to maintain that channel system, okay, in a team. So on the basis of that, the whatever information is there, that will flow in a proper manner with respect to maybe any vision, mission, goal, objectives, any work related matters, okay, any decision related matters, any price related matters, any information related to the present trend. Take an example, any information related to the customer expectation, any information related to the standardities of your product. Take an example. So on the basis of these all points, okay, you need to enable them, and you need to give such a kind of power or authority to your all the workers. Then it becomes very easy for them to take proper decisions at a time. Then you can give proper particular service delivery to your particular customers on the spot. The sixth one, remove the roadblocks to service, whatever. any you are going to add some more particular rules and regulations. Okay, whatever blocks are there, whatever those are, uh, already, for the purpose to, if suppose take an example, if there is a increments you are giving to your workers, take an example, you're not going to give any increments, then they are not going to do any works, roadblocks, while you are going to give any services to your end users. Okay, you are not going to give any particular services as per according to your service standards. Okay, then what are the problems are there? Okay, what are the problems are there with employee, employer, higher authority, and what are the major errors those are happening in your organization? You need to identify that root cause. Okay, so what are the major causes are there? By analyzing that particular error, okay, what are the major defects are there? You need to analyze that and give solution for that. Okay, by studying, by researching on that particularly. Okay, so you can remove that roadblocks to the services very easily. And seventh one, that is sustain, focus, and enthusiasm. You need to focus on the services properly for the purpose to sustain in and service. Okay, enthusiastically you do your work. You need to motivate to all the workers. Okay, you need to give respect to your workers. Okay, then meanwhile you need to give respect to your end users. Okay, again you need to motivate them to, by discussing your rules and regulations to the particular, all with your customers also, with your uh, employees also. You need to be transparent about your objectives. So when your objectives everybody know, then it becomes very easy for them to take services from your particular organization and to do any work from your organization. So these are the major seven rules. Those are very important to the service leaders or leadership. So be careful while you're going to write in the exam. Okay, they can ask again 7 mark question. What is that? Service leadership is 3 mark question. Maybe 7 mark again they will ask what are the seven rules for service leadership is. Very very important. Please make a note. Then coming to next point, that is before going to take next particular points, I want to take your attendance. Then I'll start next point. 1 minute. Okay. Now I want to discuss about what is that exactly leadership, how you are going to measure that leadership performance. Okay, with respect to the market driven service. First one is that service leadership is creation of service vision and implementation. How you are going to create that service vision before going to start to give any services to the end users. What are your vision? Then how you are going to implement by framing objectives and mission and goals. So in that, first one is, that is service leadership means trying to achieve excellence in the area of customer wants. What I mentioned before, those are the points again. With respect to your service leadership, how you are going to try to achieve excellence in the area of customer wants means you need to collect data related to the what are the customer wants, then how you are going to achieve those particular customer wants. That is what first one is. Second one is service leadership does not mean meeting companies efficiency or standards or any productivity standards. Service leadership is does not mean meeting the company's efficiency or standards or productivity standards. It is totally depend on need to analyze the what are the relations are there with you people, your employees and your customers. How you are going to analyze the customer wants as well as employee wants. Then third one, when managers are not committed to service quality from the point of view of the customers, they do not realize that the organization is not working towards customer satisfaction. 100% true. That is, once you aware about the quality, what you are providing to the organization, what you are providing to the end users, okay, then it is very easy for them to maintain good relationship between you and your end users. But when a manager they don't know about the meaning of the quality of the particular product or service, take an example, means even as an employee also and customer also they are not going to they will not satisfy about your organization. Okay, so sometimes managers think that the service quality adds to the cost and they do not contribute towards the profitability. No doubt. If the managers think that the service quality adds more cost, take an example, okay, then the quality is not important, then it there is no any profitability by both the employees as well as the customers. Then what is the model of that service leadership is very important. There in the model there are majorly uh, first one is vision is there in the model of service leadership as an service leadership for the purpose to give a, or maintain any work from the organization. Okay, they need to first analyze their vision. Second point, that is synthesizing vision. Then third one is formulating the vision. Then fourth one is promoting commitment. Fifth one, that is implementation of vision. So these are the major five particular points. While those are very important for all the service leaders uh, for the purpose to maintain their as a model. So what is that then? First one is vision is a leader creates a vision. One who want to start any business, one who want to start any businesses like as an entrepreneur. Take an example. Vision is important. Maybe after completion of your MBA, without vision, if you are one of the employee of any organization, it doesn't make any sense. If you are employee of any one company, take an example, that doesn't make any sense. After completion of this MBA, if you are really a great entrepreneurs, no doubt, then there is a meaning to the this MBA. So be an entrepreneur. Think as an entrepreneur. Start your businesses, and your vision should be clear. Okay, your vision should be reachable. So on the basis of those all, by analyzing your own SWOT analysis, okay, by analyzing your monetary things, okay, so by analyzing present competition, by analyzing the customer needs, customer wants, by analyzing that market segmentation, take an example, okay, where you want to start which business is very important, where I am going to click in my life, okay, then where I am going to win in my future life. First to think that